A legend, a rebel, and one of the most controversial voices in American music history is gone. David Allan Coe, the man behind some of country music's most iconic outlaw anthems, has died at the age of 86. But his story isn't just about music. It's about rebellion, controversy, and a life that blurred the line between myth and reality. Welcome back to the channel. Today we dive into the life, legacy, and controversy surrounding one of America's most enigmatic country stars. From prison cells to sold-out stages, from chart-topping hits to public backlash, this is the story of a man who refused to fit into any mold. On April 29, 2026, David Allan Coe passed away in a hospital ICU, with reports confirming he had been facing declining health. He was 86 years old. His wife confirmed the news, calling him one of the greatest performers of his time. While the exact cause of death hasn't been publicly revealed, the news has already sent shockwaves across the country music world and beyond. What makes Coe's story truly unique is where it began. Born in Ohio in 1939, his early life was far from glamorous. He spent years in reform schools and prisons, where he discovered his passion for music. In fact, his first album, Penitentiary Blues, was inspired by his time behind bars. After his release, he moved to Nashville in one of the most bizarre ways possible, living in a hearse and performing outside the legendary Ryman Auditorium just to get noticed. And somehow, it worked. Coe became a key figure in the outlaw country movement, a rebellious wave of artists who rejected the polished, commercial sound of mainstream Nashville. His hits like "You Never Even Called Me by My Name" and "The Ride" made him a cult icon. But perhaps his biggest impact came as a songwriter. He wrote "Take This Job and Shove It," a song that became a working-class anthem and a massive hit for Johnny Paycheck. His music wasn't polished. It was raw, emotional, and deeply personal. But Coe's legacy is far from simple. Alongside his success came intense criticism. Some of his underground albums featured offensive lyrics that sparked outrage, including accusations of racism, misogyny, and homophobia. He also embraced controversial imagery and often blurred fact and fiction in his storytelling, making it hard to separate the man from the myth. For some, he was a fearless artist who pushed boundaries. For others, he crossed lines that shouldn't have been crossed. And that debate continues even after his death. Despite the controversies, there's no denying his influence. Over a career spanning nearly 6 decades, Coe released more than 40 albums and helped shape an entire genre. He stood alongside legends like Willie Nelson and became a defining voice of outlaw country. His music continues to resonate, especially with those who feel like outsiders. David Allan Coe wasn't just a musician. He was a symbol of rebellion, controversy, and raw authenticity. His life proves one thing: sometimes the most influential figures are also the most complicated. What do you think about his legacy? Was he a misunderstood genius or a controversial figure whose actions overshadowed his art? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into global news, culture, and geopolitics.